So I'm trying something new, right? You don't really know about a new thing until you do a new thing. But I want you to know that He is here. God is here in this space. And this is a open space for you, for me, to just be with Him. I want to paint a picture for you. For whatever climate you are currently in, where the weather feels harsh, there is this space right now that God has welcomed you into this place that's already prepared. And so you arriving there, that's all you had to do. You're already here. And you walk in and there's a fire going, right? It's dimly lit. There's wonderful, nice music playing. And you are in this atmosphere where all parts of you are welcome. Everything, every version of you, however you are feeling, welcome. And you are in the presence of God. These are the still waters. And I see Him just kindling the fire and allowing you to just get comfortable. And He is more patient than anyone else because He's not worried about getting a job done, because that's how much He knows you. That's how much He knows what He's doing with you. That's how much He knows you in this moment and what to give you in this moment. Let Him take you there. And so He's just allowing you and me to just settle on in. So settle on in. Take off those boots if you've been trudging through the snow, right? Cool down if you feel like you've been in the blistering heat. I just came from the blistering heat. It is very uncomfortable. But He is kindling the fire and allowing you to just come on in. And the humming of the nonstop where you feel like you need information, He's like, shh, you don't need that with me. I have already provided everything for this space. You are entering into a space where everything has been provided and all of your needs have been met. You're like, but I feel restless. I feel insecure. I feel heartbroken because this is what's happening in my life, and this is what I'm scared about, and this is what I feel worried about. And He's just listening to you as He kindles the fire, as He just kind of glides around the room gently. But you have His full attention. And the atmosphere beckons that. The atmosphere, without Him even giving you 100% eye contact, because I don't feel like you're ready for it yet. But you can tell that you have His full attention because He knows that you need that right now. But to have eye contact with the Lord can feel very uncomfortable. And this is why He's saying, I allow you to just be as you are, where you are. You are welcome with me. Every part of you is welcome in this space. Kick off your shoes. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to prove. He's like, I know what I'm doing with you. We're going places. I know it's been really, really hard. And you can just feel Him, this voice being the still waters for your soul. It's like, this is what my soul has been needing. Because it's like you've been outside for so long, in the dark for so long, feeling all alone for so long. You have this stain on your soul and you're just like, I can't do it. I can't get rid of this. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? And he's like, this space has everything you need. I have thought of everything. It is my presence that will heal you. I will wash you in my word. And you will find that it is just my presence that you are aching for. It's my presence that will still your restless heart. It's my presence that will remove that deep set stain of shame. I am near to the brokenhearted. You see me right now? I don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's the funny thing about life. Nobody knows what they're doing. And that's okay. It's okay. He's like, I'm the strong one in this space. And because I know you, because I have walked with you, I know everything that you have felt, everything that you have thought. I know the darkness that you were in, the pain that you have been feeling. I know everything. And sometimes it's just that. Because we're not getting to a means to an end. This isn't a therapy session. God's not trying to get to the bottom of you, get to the bottom of your thoughts and your feelings, and you can fully express that if you want to. But He relies on His Spirit to do everything. And you will find that it will naturally happen. You don't need to be fixed. You're not an orphan. You're not alone. I know me personally. That's one of the things that I've felt in my life the most. Loneliness. It's like I picture myself walking around and, just going door to door, not knocking on the door. Just seeing like someone's placemat, right? The welcome home mat or whatever, and there's like different ones, and I hear the talking of people inside, the laughter, the cheer, the warmth, and this pain of loneliness sets in, and it's been like a familiar friend to me. It's been more of a friend than anything else. And for some reason, I don't feel welcomed inside. And He's showing me, I'm coming to know that it's just not my space and time. Just like it may not be your space and time. That He is giving to you, like He is giving to me, the gift of loneliness that has a greater awareness of His presence. Giving to you in that place of deep need of connection and warmth. He said, look, I'm outside the door with you. I'm with you in this space. I know you need somebody with you in this space, and I'm with you. I am near to the brokenhearted. This is where I am. I'm also inside with those people, and they're laughing, and I'm with them. But there's something about the one that doesn't feel welcome inside that I have a special place in my heart for. The lonely ones, the overlooked ones, the ones that have been put last. the ones that carry such a deep, heavy stain on their souls. And there's something about these ones that whenever you enter into a space, you feel like you're not welcome there. And you have to qualify yourself to be there. And so you are running through all the scenarios in your head about what you're supposed to do. You feel restless and you feel awkward and you're trying to qualify yourself. He's like, I understand you in this place like no one else does. And this is why whenever I welcome you into this space where it's just you and me, I'm not giving you my full attention right away. Because I know that would be too much for you. Instead, I'm letting the atmosphere put your mind at ease. You're in a safe space. It's not like those other spaces you are in. I have prepared this space for you to be here with me. And I know what you need. I know how quickly you get overwhelmed. It's not your fault. I've set you up to know me in a very specific, beautiful, and intimate way. And I know the path has had so much pain, so much suffering, so much confusion. But I'm gonna make it up to you. I think for this video, he's like, be the friend you were always looking for. That's who he is to me. He fills the space that has always felt so vacant. There's something about when you don't have clarity and you're just walking in darkness that you feel responsible for the vacancy in you. This is the person that enters into spaces and they're just trained to feel unwelcome there. They just can't help it. That's what their life experience has been. And so he's like, I get it, but this space is different. I don't need you to be anything more than who you are right now. And where you are doesn't define who you are, but all versions of you. I accept, I understand. You don't need a journal. You don't need to write anything down. If you don't know words like Jesus and Holy Spirit, that's okay. Because He already knows you. And He is confident in His capabilities, being the strong one, where He allows you and me to be the weak ones. He delights in our need because He has that supply. I just feel like a range of different people out in the world right now, and the thing about the human experience is we all kind of share it, whether you have this quality or not. You have like the single mom who's trying to make the most of a bad situation, feeling guilty that there's not a father presence. She's doing the best that she can. She's overworked. She feels stressed. She doesn't want to pass that on to her kid. She doesn't want to give that to her child. She's trying the best she can. And she feels restless. She is welcome here. The boy, the girl, the man, the woman that has the porn addiction, welcomed here. And by the way, he doesn't see it as a porn addiction. He doesn't see you as an addict. And he's not needing to get you to do anything different. He is confident in himself. It's like, all I have to do is show myself to them. All I have to do is show them who they really are. And they will put down the former things. Whether it's porn addiction or alcoholism or an addiction to a substance or addiction to other human validation, whatever it is, the world seems to judge in this way of making it a surface level thing. It's not so surface level. There is so much more to us and to you. And he looks at it and he says, no, you've just been coping with feeling left out in the rain. You've been coping with this loneliness. You've been coping with this broken heart. You have believed that you are separate from me. You have believed that you are an orphan. And in that space, this isn't your fault. And I'm not trying to get you to be anything different than who you are right now. I'm not worried about it. I don't see it the way that those people see it. I don't see it the way that you even see it. I see the goodness in you. But I know you're hurting. I know. So as the music is just playing and you're just in this space with me, you will naturally start to just open up. It's what you were made for. Not to confess. Like I don't have you hooked up to a polygraph test or whatever. Religion can feel like that. It can always feel like you're on the chopping block or you're being measured. Always found guilty. Always found like you're just never enough. Always falling short. But when you see what I see, all of that is going to wash away. It will be at the right time. But it's for you. In the meantime, just be here. You're already here. Whether it's just one person that sees this or whoever he wants to show it to. I know me wandering around in the dark and lonely world where it feels like all of the doors are locked would really love to stumble upon this video. He's not worried about you. He's not worried about me. And it's okay if you do feel worried and you feel anxious. That's what these still waters are for. That's what this space is for. But it's not just temporarily relieving you. Anxiety, worry, the fear. Because he's thought of everything. It's more long-term than that. He's planting things. He's uprooting things. By his spirit, he is accomplishing every good work in you. And one day, at the right time, you will see You felt like a misfit toy, like that movie, Land of Misfit Toys, a Christmas movie, right? I felt like that. But you will see that I was wrong about myself. I didn't know how beautiful I was. I couldn't see that, I just couldn't see that, the masterpiece of who I am, the beauty, the goodness in me. I think this is one of his biggest surprises for his children, is to show them where they know it to their core. And that knowing that is so powerful, it transforms you. That power of love that transforms you. But him being like, I have a surprise for you. I'm gonna show you what I've always seen in you. And you're gonna know it. And it's gonna wash every doubt away. And every fear away. It's gonna wash everything away. And you will be light. And you won't hurt the way that you have hurt before. And you will find that I didn't waste anything. And you always had my heart. You always had my eyes on you. My listening ears, attentive to your every cry, collecting every tear, and not wasting any of it. It's like a completely different world. It feels like the world that we live in is a constant scrolling, always humming, just waterboarded with information. And since you feel like you're lacking, you just feel like you have to write it all down and apply it to your life. But you're exhausted from this way of being. And he's like, I know. I have a better way than that. Such a better way. You always have this space with me. It's available to you always. Since he is such a strong God, you really can be the weak one with him. Meaning he's not looking to you to do anything extra. And if you feel like you have to do something, that's okay. And if you feel like you have to explain yourself, that's okay. But just know this, he understands you. He knows your every need. And at the right time, he will surprise you. He will surprise me. So I bet you didn't think you were like this. I bet you didn't think I could use this. I bet you didn't think I was listening here. Or I saw what these people did to you. I saw the injustice in your life. I count everything. You could just let it all out. Not just now. You'll have more time. Time is on your side. It's on my side. This is a love story. And you're not the hero. You're not expected to be Spider-Man. The dilemma with Spider-Man is he's Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And the Lord looks to us and he says, this is too much weight for you to carry. You can't really enjoy anything if you feel such a heavy weight. Lay this down at my feet, and I will be your Spider-Man. I will be your Dark Knight. I will be your hero. I will be your friend. I will be the one. Covers all the bases with you. So you're just in this space with him, right? And he's still just kindling the fire. I feel like he's humming like a little song quietly. And it's like a song that you heard when you were a kid. It's like a song that you heard when you were a kid, when you were an innocent kid. And you're like, I remember him. I remember her. But it was so long ago. I've faced so much affliction since then, so much heartbreak since then. And he's like, I'm bringing you back. And you're overwhelmed, right? You're like sitting down. He's humming and kindling the fire. You hear the crackling of the fire and the humming. And it's almost like you feel so uncomfortable about how much you feel at peace, which doesn't really make any sense. It's like hearing for the first time, seeing for the first time, taking your steps for the first time. It's wobbly. It's a little awkward. It doesn't feel super comfortable. Especially if you felt like you've had to fill the room in spaces. Find a way to qualify you being there. If you've been put last your whole life, that's a pretty common thing to feel in rooms. But you're just like being shown something without him having like a diagram or bullet points or telling you to write it down. He's like, no. You don't need to retain anything here. My presence is enough in this space with you. You don't need to retain anything. And at the right time, I'll bring you back. Some of us are just like, I just want to be here forever. I feel that. I feel that for myself. Why can't I just stay here? In a way you can. But it's still this, I think it's the way that he has joy, a joyful expression on his face at the same time he is sorrowful. Because he knows like the cost, what makes life worth it. He knows what we have to go through. So he's just like, I want to bring you into a new reality. And don't worry if you don't get it the first time. But in this reality, I will remind you. I will bring it to you. I will show you. over and over and over that I'm with you and I got this. And it may seem like you have to walk through a dark, dark tunnel for a long time, and you feel like I have forsaken you. I haven't. I'm producing something. When it says in the Word, he says, like, you don't understand now, but one day you will. It's that. You will find that this meeting space is not an escape. You will find that it becomes the new reality that gets richer and sweeter in time. So that it's not you're taking a break by still waters, but you are planted by still waters. But it takes time. I feel like that's what he is saying, and that's why it seems like he goes away. It seems like you can't stay in that space and feel his closeness all the time. He's like, it takes time. Knowing is greater than feeling. Knowing will influence feeling. So you're not looking to feel this with me all the time. Knowing will supersede it all. Knowing will actually bring you into a reality where it's not an escape from the humdrum busyness of the world and your job and all of these expectations that you have on yourself. He's like, no, I'll free you from all of that so that you are really just being with me. But I'm with you in the darkness, and I'm with you in the light, and I'm with you on the walk to still waters, and I'm with you by the still waters, and I've provided everything along the way. I provided everything for the journey and everything for your arrival. Everything. I have everything already thought out. I just want you. And you're here. You don't know what I'm doing right now, but one day you will. And you will count it all joy. It's okay that you don't count it all joy right now. You don't understand. This is not a time for clarity. Clarity comes at the right time. Just like that new reality I was talking about. Revelation, understanding will come at the right time for you. Why do you think I'm making this video? The wind blew me to do it. It's new for me. I usually do like more of like a teaching style type thing. But he just moves me. And he moves me for me, he moves me for himself, and he's moving me for you. And using me to show you his face, to show you his heart, to show you that space that you always have with him, even when you don't feel like you do. You see, it's not a space that you create for yourself, which makes that space, like the table he has prepared for you, that much richer and sweeter when you get there. When you finally arrive, you will say, that journey only made this sweeter. My hope was deferred and my heart became sick, like naturally it would. But this longing fulfilled is a tree of life. And you truly know me, just like you said you always did. And you really were the promise keeper before the promise even became fulfilled. And you see, that's the thing where I think it's where God's like, I don't want to just give you a better situation. I want to show you that I'm with you in every aspect of your life. I think this is why He'll allow us to walk in darkness and experience the pain of loneliness and a broken heart. Because you will see, you will receive a knowing at the right time that His presence was with you in that space. And then you will look back miraculously, supernaturally, and can't help now but count it all joy. That's what I think that verse means. He filled in all the gaps. Things that you think you have to do, you don't. You don't know what it's like to have a present Father. A strong, present, and loving, reaffirming Father. If you hear anything, it's my dogs. It's kind of bothering me, because I'm a man who likes good sound. I feel like I have a spirit of excellence or something. I want to create an atmosphere. I think that's how He's made me. So when the dogs bark, I'm like, you're ruining the vibe, bro. But it's okay, because life is messy. Life can be messy. And I think in that way, like we show up to this space, and like I've been showing you, like this space that's already prepared for you, this open space to just be where the Lord is just there. And His presence is felt, and He's kindling the fire, and He's humming that song that is bringing you back to the innocence of childhood. But you show up and you're covered in dirt. Your shoes are dirty. You got blisters on your feet. You're a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. But He's just like, give it time. Give it time. I will wash you. I will make you new. I will do all the things. Or you have, maybe this is because I'm a little bit older or something, but there's a Campbell's chicken soup commercial from childhood or whatever, where the kid is like a snowman or something, and he's outside, and he comes inside, and he's like sits at the table, and he's still a snowman, and his mom gives him like tomato soup or chicken noodle soup or something, and then it like thaws him out, and then he's a boy again. A lot of us have felt like that, kind of like frozen in time, you know? Frozen, numb, disassociated, stiff. Yeah. Like one more step and I'm gonna fall down and I may not get back up. Yeah. I feel like he's like, this is my design in these spaces. It's not anything you're doing wrong. It's almost like this is how I'm protecting you. I'm not having you face the full reality of what you were going through. So I have you having this barrier, or I'm protecting you from seeing everything, from knowing the weight, the full weight of sorrow that you are walking into and through and everything. But whenever you enter into this space, it's warm. And I have prepared the soup for you. And without any addition, you just melt. Just the things that were on you before just melt. Because it's no longer needed in this environment. It was good to be a snowman when you were outside. Right. It was good to have this demeanor, this disposition. It was almost like necessary in a way. But it's not needed anymore. You can put down the spear now. Because I am strong. So you get to be the weak one. I am all-knowing, so you can shut off your brain. I know what I'm doing with you, so there's nothing to retain. There's nothing to write down or try to remember. Because I am with you. I'm not going anywhere. You can take off the battle clothes now. Weary, weary traveler. You've been out there for so long. I've been out there for so long. It's gonna make sense one day. At the right time. At the right time, it will come together like it never fell apart. It will make sense to you like you were never confused about it. The thing that falls into place that has you forget that anything was ever lost. I'll see you in the next one.